Hey guys, it's George. Welcome to today's video. Today we're here to review the BTS Global Citizen stage outfits. Both of these performances were absolutely amazing and the styling in each one was so different, so we have a lot to talk about. Just before we get into it, a little bit about my fashion background. I studied fashion design at university where I specialised in menswear, and then I went on to work in the fashion industry for around 4 years where I worked with affordable brands through to contemporary designers and British heritage brands. If you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on the post notification bell. And whilst you're there, give this video a big thumbs up. YouTube also just introduced a brand new feature called Super Thanks. This is a way to tip your favorite creators. So if you want to leave me a little tip, it would be hugely, hugely appreciated. Let's jump into the butter stage outfits. I think the styling of the butter stage outfits matches back to the MV perfectly because they're referencing the tailored looks, but also the athleisure looks. Well, actually it's V who's serving us the athleisure vibe and the rest of them are serving us that tailored look. They're either in a tailored jacket or a slinky shirt. The color palette here is so beautiful as well. Red, white, and black is such a strong color palette, but that pop of blue coming through as well is just like, oh, it's so good. That tone of blue as well, beautiful. For this performance, BTS were dressed by Saint Laurent, and you can kind of get a sense of this by looking at the cuts of the jackets. They're very slimline, and then the lapel itself is also quite slimline. And thinking back to the Mama 2018 awards where Jin and BTS are dressed by Saint Laurent, we can see that Jin's jacket is a very similar silhouette to the jacket that he's wearing here in this performance. It's just the lapel has been taken down from that very wide shape to that very slim cut. Okay, let's start with Mr. V, our athleisure king. To me, V's outfit references the athleisure looks that BTS had when they were dancing on that inside basketball court in the Butter MV. There are still elements of tailoring in this look, that polka dot shirt and then the contrasting burgundy striped tie that work so well together, but it's that Saint Laurent jacket from the fall 2021 collection that is really adding that sporty vibe. As I said, black, white and red is a really strong colour combination, and I think the stylist has been very smart putting that black and white polka dot shirt underneath this jacket, and then we've got that burgundy striped tie that's really clashing against the polka dot, but it's tying into the colours of that jacket. And what's so nice about this print clash is that it works together. It's bold, but it's subtle. It's not one of those print clashes where you're like, my eyes, ah! It works. J-Hope's look has to be my favourite. I love a printed shirt. What I love about this one is that this shirt is the colour palette for the entire set of looks. We can also see that this shirt is a grandad collar shirt, and majority of the stripes on this shirt are going vertically, but when we get right to the placket, they switch and they become horizontal. Great hand movements. Looking at the shirt, I'm assuming this horizontal stripe is a panel that's been stitched on. If this was printed on, the factory would have such a hard job of laying down all of the pattern pieces to get that stripe perfect. This would take a lot of time. You would have to print the fabric especially for the pieces, and there would be a lot of fabric wastage, so it would cost more money for Saint Laurent to produce it this way. If this was a separate panel that was cut and stitched, you could bulk stitch it, sew it on, and it would make production and cutting a lot faster, and it would save Saint Laurent a lot of money. But also, this is a luxury brand, so who knows? Unless I have this shirt in front of me, I will not be able to confirm. Moving on to Jimin. Jimin's look is another favourite for me. I love a double-breasted jacket, and this one is so beaut. We can see that Jimin is wearing a DB4, a double-breasted 4-button jacket with a peak lapel. This jacket is a really nice silhouette as well. The shoulders have a really nice strong shape, but they're not like extremely strong. And then the jacket has this really nice boxy cut, but it's still slim. It's very contemporary. The gold buttons as well, such a great choice for this jacket because they contrast really beautifully against this bold blue color and they just pick up so well on camera. This jacket has then been styled over this beautiful black on black pattern shirt. And I say pattern because this is fabric that has been woven like this. You won't be able to get this effect with a print. we can see that circular shape, it has a sheen to it and it really stands out against that matte black background. It just looks so impeccable, and just the blue over the top of it. Moving on to RM, we can see he's wearing the same shirt as Jimin. They're twinning. It is so cute. We can see though that RM's shirt has been styled completely differently. This has been styled open over the top of another black shirt, and then he's got that red polka dot scarf around the neck. I really like the polka dot scarf of this because it's adding a pop of color to an all black look. And then we've also got the polka dot print and then the circular pattern of the shirt. It's just a very good print clash. It's very subtle. You're not really going to notice it. I do have to admit though that this isn't my favorite look. And even though V's look, it had that sporty athleisure vibe with the jacket, the rest of the look was still incredibly tailored. The shirt, the tie, and I feel like RM's just looks kind of out of place. Everyone else's look is very tailored, where his is leaning a lot more casual. I feel like if they'd styled RM's look slightly differently to make it look more tailored, maybe by doing up a few buttons of that pattern shirt, tucking it into the jeans, it just would have made it look a bit more in keeping with everyone else's. But then also, maybe they styled it like this to make such a point of difference between his and Jimin's, because after all, they are wearing the same shirt. Who knows? We're not the stylist. Jungkook's look, you know I love saying that. Jungkook looks so handsome, and this red color on him is so great. I feel like this look is very classic Saint Laurent. That slim cut tux, the slim tie, the red and the black. It's definitely got this like rock vibe to the look. To me it is anyway. Saint Laurent are known for tuxes, especially in women's wear. I always think of that campaign with Coco Rocha. I believe it came out before they made the transition from Yves Saint Laurent to Saint Laurent, and she's got the tux on, shirtless, the snatched pony, and she's like strutting in like the classic YSL heeled sandals. It was such a moment. So for me, a tux is always something I associate with Saint Laurent. Jin is looking as handsome as ever in his red Saint Laurent jacket. And what I think is really interesting is looking at this jacket in the performance on camera, you can't really see that it's pinstripe, but looking at the style credits from Bangtan Style 07 on Twitter, you can see that this has a very subtle pinstripe to it. At least I think that's interesting anyway, because the Saint Laurent look from Mama 2018 that I referenced at the start of this video was a pinstripe, and Jin is also in a pinstripe here. Pinstripe king. Quote me. We can see that this jacket is an SB1, single-breasted, one button with a notched lapel. It is a very slim cut. And I like the fact that it's been styled just with all black, because it's making the red jacket the star of the show, the statement. And it is. It really is. Finally, on to Suga. Suga looks so great in this tailored moment. And what I love the most here is the textures. He's got the classic slim cut trousers and the waistcoat, and I'm presuming that they're in a wool fabric. And then underneath, he's got this very slinky, silky, sexy blue shirt moment. And just the contrast of that sheen of the silk with the matte of the wool, it looks really great on camera. I really like this slim silhouette on him. It looks really great. And then we can see that the look's been finished with a tie underneath the collar of the shirt. I can't quite work out if this is a tie or a scarf. To me, it looks more like a scarf just by the way that it's been tied. It's not been tied like a traditional tie knot, so potentially a scarf. The Permission to Dance looks as a collective are more eclectic, but I think it's the color palette that brings them all together. We've got the blue tones, the neutral tones, those rusty orange tones, and to me that relates back to the MV, because these are colors of the desert where we had that huge dance scene at the end. So the color palette makes sense, but the actual silhouettes and like the actual pieces don't really relate back to the MV. It's the colors. In this performance, BTS are dressed by a variety of designers. We've got Lanvin, Tom Ford, Jacquemus, Bottega Veneta, Tailorable, come in Sweden. Just referring to my notes, I think that is all of them, yes. V's look is by Lanvin and it has quite a lot going on. We've got the gold motif going down the sleeves of the jacket, and the gold really contrasts against that soft blue. And then we've got that printed top underneath, and then the contrast between the blue jacket and the brown trousers. Even though there's a lot going on, I think it really works. I'm also starting to think that V is a fan of this color combination himself. In my most recent BTS airport fashion video where they fly to New York, link in description so you can watch after this video, he was wearing that beautiful blue pattern Louis Vuitton shirt with the brown trousers. I really loved this look. I loved that color combination, but I know a lot of you guys in the comments weren't the biggest fan of it. So please sound off below. Let me know in the comments what you think of this brown and blue look on V. I really like the color combination of this outfit, and there's something 70s but low-key 70s with the silhouette and then also the print on that top underneath. J-Hope's outfit here, again, it's just doing it for me. J-Hope, bias wrecker, continuing to be the bias wrecker here. J-Hope is wearing a custom suit by Tailorable, and we can see that this is an SB2 with a peak lapel, and looking at the cut, it's quite boxy, and then the trousers have a quite wide cut, so I think this is a very contemporary suit. If I'm honest, I personally don't like the print of the shirt. This is also by Tailorable, but stepping away from the whole like personal taste thing, I think the shirt works really, really well with that knitted tank that's worn underneath. The tank is by Common Sweden. The textures and the prints work really well together, and this combination is giving it that same low-key 70s vibe. Jimin's look, another favorite. Maybe I'm just biased on my biases. Maybe, or maybe they just have the better outfits. Jimin's jacket is by Lanvin, and then the trousers are custom made by Tailorable. We can see that this Lanvin jacket is single-breasted, 3-button, and it has a notch lapel. The cut of this jacket itself isn't giving us that 70s vibe. It's quite a classic cut of men's tailoring, but that beautiful illustrated print and then that really warm neutrally color, that is what's giving us that 70s edge. And I love the way that they've paneled it, the main body in the print, and then the arms, the collar piece in that really beautiful neutral color. I absolutely love it. We can also see that the shape of the trouser has a very slight flare. So again, that low-key, like soft 70s thing is coming through here. Moving on to RM, if I'm honest, I'm not sure how I feel about this. The actual cuts of the pieces themselves are really nice. That long Lanvin coat, the custom wide trousers by Tailorable. But I think for me, it's the stripe fabric of the coat that's completely throwing me off. The fabric is just not doing it for me, and in no way is this a bad look. The pieces themselves are very contemporary. The way it's been styled is very contemporary. The wide cut trouser, the sneaker, the t-shirt underneath of the coat, it is contemporary menswear, but it's just the fabric of the coat. I'm not vibing with the coat. I think if we changed the fabric of the coat to match the trousers, that would work really, really nicely. Or if we went for a double-breasted suit jacket, a boxy cut, a peak lapel, so it had that soft 70s vibe that all of the other members do, that would have worked a lot better. Jungkook's look, this is the best outfit on this stage. No lies told. Jungkook is wearing this beautiful jacket and trouser set by Bottega Veneta. The jacket itself is such a beautiful shape. The fact that the sleeves come down slightly longer than normal and they just have the right amount of volume. And then we can see that the chest pockets have that really beautiful flap detail where the flaps are cut at an angle going up. It's the really small details in menswear that make pieces stand out, and this is exactly what Bottega have done with this jacket. The trousers are also a beautiful cut, this really nice wide leg cut, and then it's the belt loop detail that really gives them a point of difference. They're more wide than usual, so the fact he's got the dark belt is really making that detail stand out. Just great work from the stylist. This look is honestly everything. The only thing is there's nothing giving me that 70s vibe about this look, and I have no qualms with that. Arguably the color palette is that very neutral tone with that soft orangey color. Arguably, that's our like soft, like 70s moment here. But other than that, I don't see no 70s. Okay, maybe Jin's outfit is the best one here, arguably, or maybe it's the fact that I want to wear it myself. Yes. That was weird. Jin is dressed by Lanvin, and the way the stylist has laid this is absolutely insane. We have this graphic short sleeve white shirt with the Cuban collar, and it has this fireworks graphic going on. This has then been layered over the top of a long sleeve white shirt that has the crochet detailing down the sleeves. And when you look at the crochet, it kind of looks like a firework. It kind of looks like it's tying back into the graphic shirt. And I just think that is so fucking smart. Like, snaps for you, stylist. You're getting a raise. Like, honestly, look at this and tell me the stylist isn't a fucking genius. Tell me. The look's then been finished off with those white trousers and then that bandana scarf, that's that blue base. So again, it's tying back into the print. The way that this has been styled with the print is keeping all of your attention up here, looking at Jin's beautiful face. Finally, on to Suga, and I'm just gonna be 100% honest and say that I do not like this outfit. I'm sorry, I just don't like it. Everyone else we've seen, apart from arguably Jungkook, has had this like soft 70s vibe going on with their look. Suga has been given all of the 70s here in this look, and in my opinion, it's just been taken too far. I'm not the biggest fan of the 70s trend. I like a little 70s edge playing into it. I think that's the best way to do it. But this tailorable denim jacket with the printed shirt underneath, it's just too much. The jacket is a DB6 double-breasted 6-button with a really wide peak lapel. Very strong 70s, and a DB6 is a very, very classic cut of men's tailoring, but the fact that it's in denim, it's just not working for me. This very classic cut of tailoring in denim, no, I'm sorry, just no. I can understand where tailorable were going with it, but it just doesn't work. For me as well, the shirt is too strong. All of the other members have had this very kind of like soft, tonal, like cool moment going on, and then they've been like, bam, Suga, you're in the fucking 70s. Okay, I'm being a bit dramatic, but I stand by what I've said. It doesn't work for me. I'm curious to know what you guys think of this outfit, so please let me know in the comments. BTS have given us some amazing looks from their Global Citizen performances. I think I'm leaning more towards the butter looks just because as a collective, they're so much more cohesive, and Saint Laurent, beautiful color palette, J-Hope shirt. Love it. What you should do next is go check out my best K-pop fashion in 2021 so far, part 1 video. I'll leave it linked in the top screen here as well as in the description box. Part 2 will be coming tomorrow, so keep your eyes peeled, go get prepped, watch that video. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and a massive, massive thank you to everyone who's subscribed. You are amazing, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.